My voice is audible. Good morning to all. Yes, okay. So yesterday only we have started unit number 5, that is from the second section, unit number 6, sorry, gyroscope. Okay, so just I will revise some of the part so that you will have better understanding. Okay, am I audible, Ajay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so gyroscope, so it is a device essentially consists of a rotating wheel which offers to turn in any direction. Okay, now when you can see this, when body moves along a curved path, along a curved path with a uniform linear velocity, a force in the direction of centripetal acceleration, which is known as centripetal force, has to be applied externally over the body so that it moves along required path. What is meaning of this? Suppose uh, this one is the curved road, and here there is bike, and on which there is a rider. So to maintain this track so that bike will move along this curved path, an external force in the form of tilting, आपण काय करतो, that rider or whatever, the rider who is sitting on the bike, he will tilt himself towards this side. And what is happening there? So when a body moves along a curved path with uniform linear velocity, a force in the direction of centripetal acceleration known as centripetal force has to be applied externally over the body so that it moves along the required path. So if you are going to consider, this is point A and this one is the road, this one is bike, and this is our aimed direction, aimed path. So whenever a bike or any vehicle moving on a curved path, there is centrifugal force. Its direction is towards outward side. So to keep this on the track, we need to apply a force which is equal in magnitude to this centrifugal force. And what is that direction? Its direction is toward the center, and we are going to call it as a centripetal force. Then that force we are going to call it as a active force. That external force which is applied to keep the bike on a track is called as an active force. So this may be asked for the MCQ. Okay. Now, second point related to this. Now, when a body itself, just to read the statement, when a body itself is moving with uniform linear velocity along a circular path, it is subjected to the centrifugal force, and that is radially outward. Already I have told. So whenever that body is subjected to the centrifugal force, we need to keep, or we need to apply some external force in the direction of centripetal acceleration to maintain the path or to have control on our bike. So this centrifugal force which is experienced by the body or the vehicle or the bike, that force we are going to call it as a reactive force. Reactive force. So whenever vehicle or a bike moving on a curved path, it experiences reactive force in terms of centrifugal force. So the action of reactive or centrifugal force is to tilt or move the body along radially outward direction. बाहेरच्या बाजूला गाडी टिल्ट होते, right? And our aim is to tilt it inward, so that we need to have neutralize or condition so that we can have control the moving motion of the bike or the vehicle. So this centrifugal force to which body is subtended, which is equal to centripetal force but in opposite direction. So on the curvature, suppose this is the road, here it is bike, this is centripetal force, and in this direction there is centrifugal force. So whatever centrifugal force that has been experienced by the body, to neutralize that effect we need to apply the external force, and because of that the rider or the person who is sitting on the bike is tilting in inward direction toward the center of the curvature. So that you have seen in the bike racing competitions. Okay, now this is the important one. So whenever the effect of any force or couple over a moving or rotating body is to be considered, it should be with respect to reactive force or the couple, not with respect to the active force or the couple. So whatever reaction that is experienced by the body, on that only we need to consider the effect. Reaction कोणते होणार आहे? So vehicle is going to drag, bike is going to drag in outward direction, and to control we need to consider that reaction, and with respect to that reaction we need to apply the external force. त्याच प्रमाणात तुम्ही जर बाईकची रेसिंग बघितली असेल तर कर्वड पाथ जवळ आला की तो बायकर is going to tilt in inward direction. So that way the effect of reactive force is neutralized by providing the external force in terms of tilting of the body. Okay, so this we have seen, just concept for working of gyroscope, right? And whatever centrifugal force and the gyroscopic action, it is due to the rotation of the wheels, rotation of the rotors at various axes. These definitions already we have seen. Okay, up to this we have covered. Ajay? Revannath, up to this we have completed na?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now, precessional angular motion. So this already we have started. These two diagrams you have drawn. Okay, just for your information, I will repeat this. So we have considered such disk which is revolving or spinning about axis OX. This is OX and it is revolving or rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So this is direction of viewing. Here you can consider the observer, and that observer is looking towards this side, and from that side this is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. हे महत्वाचं आहे, लक्षात ठेवा. Anti-clockwise direction. And with an angular velocity in the plane right angle to the paper. Right. Now, what is the meaning of this? So in this plane, we are observing that rotor is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. This is called as a plane of spin. And here you can consider the actual rotor. Now, with respect to this is figure A. We need to draw the vector diagram. How it is drawn? So, this is axis of spin. This one is rotor, which is rotating in anti-clockwise direction. Now, how this vector is drawn? That we are going to check. Right? So, this is nothing but angular velocity. Now, generally, angular velocity is represented with the vector as it is vector quantity. तर हा vector कसा काढायचा? That we are going to see. Right? Now, you can consider, just I will show one figure at the right hand side. So it is screw. A screw आहे असं consider करा, and this is wall. Okay? And this screw, it should be rotated in clockwise direction. जर आपल्याला भिंतीमध्ये एखादा जो स्क्रू लावला आपण आणि तो भिंतीमध्ये आत जाण्यासाठी आपण त्याला क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मध्ये फिरवतो, आणि तो स्क्रू त्या जागेवरून काढण्यासाठी we are going to rotate it in anti clockwise direction. नीट समजून घ्या. राइट? सो स्क्रू, एक दुसरा व्यू काढतो. हा स्क्रू आहे and this one is wall. तर हा स्क्रू जर आपण क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन मध्ये फिरवला तर आत जाणार. राइट? and if we are going to rotate it in anti-clockwise direction like this, तो स्क्रू बाहेर येणार. लक्षात आलं का हे काय बोलतोय ते रेवन्नाथ? एखादा स्क्रू जर असेल, तो जर भिंतीमध्ये लावायचा असेल तर आपण त्याला क्लॉकवाइज फिरवावं लागतं अँड देन इट इज फिक्स्ड इन टू द वॉल. आणि तो जर स्क्रू आपल्याला बाहेर काढायचा असेल, वी आर गोइंग टू रोटेट विथ द इन अँटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. राईट? तशा केसमध्ये समजा इथं ऑब्झर्वर आहे here there is observer, right? Here there is observer, right? So just listen. आता हा स्क्रू आपण क्लॉकवाईज डायरेक्शन मध्ये फिरवलाय, नीट लक्ष द्या. हा वेक्टर कसा काढला ते सांगण्यासाठी मी हे उदाहरण देतोय. हा क्लॉकवाईज फिरवला, इकडून ऑब्झर्व्हरनं बघितलं. दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ हेड. दिस इज कॉल्ड ॲज अ स्क्रू हेड. दिस इज स्क्रू हेड. दिस इज स्क्रू हेड. क्लॉकवाईज फिरवल्यानंतर ऑब्झर्व्हर आहे तिथेच आहे. हे हेड ऑब्झर्व्हर पासून लांब जाणार, स्क्रूचं हेड. आणि इथं स्क्रू अँटी क्लॉकवाईज फिरलाय म्हणजे काय होणार आहे, हे हेड ऑब्झर्व्हरच्या जवळ येणार. स्क्रू हेड इज क्लोजर टू द ऑब्झर्व्हर. लक्षात आलं का मी काय बोलतोय ते रेवन्नाथ?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So whenever, now here this is the vector. डिस्क कशी फिरते अँटी क्लॉकवाईज मध्ये, आणि इथं ऑब्झर्व्हर आहे, इथं ऑब्झर्व्हर आहे. हा वेक्टर कसा काढला पाहिजे? सो इट्स एरो टुवर्ड्स ऑब्झर्व्हर. So we are going to represent angular velocity vector just by denoting arrow based on this angular velocity direction, right? So for this case, this is the angular velocity vector, and this is another case. Here it is clockwise rotation, here it is anti-clockwise rotation. इथं आरो कसा काढावा लागणार आहे? लाईक दिस. समजलं का? सो this vector is drawn on the basis of direction of rotation of angular velocity. Okay. So if disk rotating in anti-clockwise direction, this is the vector. If disk rotates in clockwise direction, this is the vector, right? Observer इथं आहे. Now दुसरी केस, इथंच अजून एक उदाहरण देतो तुम्हाला. Here it is observer, इथं रोटर आहे, राईट? इकडून बघितलं ऑब्झर्वर, रोटर कसा फिरतोय सांगा रेवन्नाथ? रोटर कसा फिरतोय?
Clockwise.
करेक्ट, क्लॉकवाईज. म्हणजे क्लॉकवाईज जर फिरवला स्क्रू तर तो आपल्यापासून स्क्रू दूर जाणार आहे. दॅट मीन्स हेड इज गोइंग टू अवे फ्रॉम अस. देन हाऊ टू ड्रॉ वेक्टर फॉर दिस? लाईक दिस. बरोबर आहे का? किंवा आता दुसरं एक उदाहरण घेऊया. याच्याऐवजी जर रोटर असा फिरला, कुठली डायरेक्शन आहे? दॅट इज अँटी क्लॉकवाईज. बरोबर आहे रेवन्नाथ?
Yes, sir.
हा, अँटी क्लॉकवाईज असल्यामुळं तुम्ही वेक्टर कसा काढणार आहे? एरो इट इज टुवर्ड्स ऑब्झर्वर. सो लाईक दिस वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ. एवढंच फक्त लक्षात ठेवा. सो दिस इज इम्पॉर्टंट टू ड्रॉ द वेक्टर डायग्राम, and just by drawing such figure your numerical will be over. So only understanding how to draw the vector, that is important. Okay, now this vector we have drawn. Again, new axis of spin. That means this axis is going to precede in horizontal plane. Is going to precede in horizontal plane. हा टॉप व्ह्यू आहे, लक्षात ठेवा. दिस इज टॉप व्ह्यू. आणि हा प्रेसिस होतोय ऍक्सिस हॉरिझॉन्टल प्लेन मध्ये, राईट. अँड this diagram is nothing but the vector diagram. So initially we have drawn angular velocity vector with omega as its magnitude. After delta t time, it has new magnitude, that is omega plus delta omega, and this represent change in angular velocity. This is more quantity, this one is less. Again we are going to write omega plus delta omega minus omega. So this is nothing but change in angular velocity. Now this change in angular velocity can be resolved in two components. One along the axis of spin and one perpendicular to the axis of spin. One is along this and another one is perpendicular. So there are two components. This is one and this one is second. Okay. Up to this completed? Figure A and figure B इथपर्यंत झाले ना? This dictation you have taken. अजय हे घेतलंय ना तुम्ही?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after short interval of time, that is delta t, let the disk spinning about new axis of spin OX prime at an angle delta theta with angular velocity omega plus delta omega. Using the right hand screw rule, initial angular velocity of disk omega is represented by vector OX. So already that explanation of screw which is fixed in the wall that I have given, okay, represented by OX, and final angular velocity of disk omega plus delta omega is represented by OX prime as shown in this figure B. Next line you can write. The vector xx prime represents the change of angular velocity in delta t, in time delta t, that is the angular acceleration of the disk, change in angular velocity in time, that is change of angular velocity with respect to time, that is nothing but the angular acceleration. Okay, next line you can write. This may be resolved in two components, one parallel to OX, one, this is XR parallel to OX, and other perpendicular to OX. This is OX and this one is perpendicular to OX. So figure I am repeating for your reference. Okay. Next line. So simultaneously You can write. Now we need to determine what is precessional angular motion, and for that we are going to get one final expression. So there are two components. One is parallel to OX and other perpendicular to OX. This one is the OX. This is parallel to OX. And this Rx prime is perpendicular to OX. Okay. Write down. Component of angular acceleration. Component of angular acceleration. Component of angular acceleration in the direction of OX. In the direction of OX. In the direction of OX. In the direction of OX, you can write this XR. This is XR. This is acceleration. So alpha t is equal to XR upon delta t. XR upon delta t. Delta t. आता परपेंडिकुलर कंपोनेंट कसा असणार आहे? Rx prime divided by delta t. Okay. Right? Now, how to get this XR? So this is OR minus OX. This whole length, just procedure, whole length minus this OX, and this is nothing but XR. So how to write XR? This OR minus OX minus this much distance, that will give value for this XR. Okay. Right? Now this is the value for this OR. So OR is equal to, just I will explain, and this is OX as it is. So how we got this value? Okay. So with respect to this triangle, this is O. Don't write this. O R X prime. OR X prime. So if we are going to take cosine of this OX prime along this axis of spin, here we can write OX prime into cos of delta theta. This is theta. So we have resolved it horizontally, right? So with respect to this, we got this OX prime cos delta theta as it for this OR, and OX as it is. हे लक्षात आलं का अजय?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what is next step? So this is value for this. This one is value for this omega we are going to put for this OX, right? By putting this OX prime, this we are going to put, and for this we are going to put. Okay. Write down this. Up to this you can write. Up to this completed.
Completed.
Okay, then just multiply, expand this bracket, so you can write is equal to omega cos delta theta plus delta omega cos delta theta minus omega upon this. Write down this. Up to this completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next figures. Okay. Next line you can write, since delta theta is very small, very small, very small. This you know, trigonometry. Delta theta is very small. Therefore, by substituting cos delta theta is equal to 1. Cos 0 किती येतो? 1. एकदम very small angle we are going to consider. So therefore, cos delta theta is equal to 1. Okay. So those who are writing, them it is very easy to understand, right? So here cos delta theta we have written, and therefore only delta w is remaining. So w plus delta w minus, sorry, omega plus delta omega minus omega divided by delta t. Okay. So this omega get cancelled. Omega get cancelled. What is remaining? Delta omega by delta t. Okay. Next line you can write. Now To get the final expression for alpha t, it is required to take limit, right? So you can write in the limit when delta t tends to 0, delta t tends to 0, delta t tends to 0. So here we are going to write like this: delta t tends to 0, right? And this one is alpha t. And finally here we are going to get d omega divided by d. Okay, right now alpha t is equal to up to this completed. Okay. Now we got the value for this, that is for xr. Now we need to find out value for this another component of acceleration. Okay. So next you can write component of angular acceleration, component of angular acceleration, component of angular acceleration, angular acceleration, angular acceleration in the direction perpendicular to OX, in the direction perpendicular to OX. So how we are going to write? Is equal to this Rx prime divided by delta t. Write down this. Right? Now, how to get the value for this Rx prime? So, this we have resolved in horizontal direction. Now we are going to resolve it in vertical direction to get the value of this Rx prime, right? So next line you can write, therefore is equal to this OX प्राइम इंटू साइन डेल्टा थिटा. पहिल्या केसमध्ये काय केलं होतं आपण OX प्राइम कॉस थिटा घेतलं. नाव OX प्राइम वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट वर्टिकली रिझॉल्व केल्यामुळे इथं साइन थिटा, साइन डेल्टा थिटा. ओके. Right, what is next? Here we are going to write omega plus delta omega into sine delta theta divided by delta t. Right? So you can write is equal to omega plus delta omega into delta theta divided by delta t. So for small theta, you know tan theta is equal to theta. Similarly, sin theta is equal to theta. So you can write this. Okay. Complete up to this. Up to this completed. Okay. So next, write down, since delta theta is very small, delta theta is very small, complete this. Up to this completed, Revannath. Hello.
No, sir. Though.
You can write. Okay. So next you can write neglecting delta omega delta theta being very small. So we are neglecting this product. थीटा ही स्मॉल आहे आणि ओमेगा ही जी काही वेलॉसिटी वाढले that is also small. So we are neglecting this product, and alpha c is equal to omega delta theta divided by delta t. Okay, then in the limit you can take limit in the limit when delta t tends to 0. Again you can write so remaining part we will cover tomorrow. Already I have taken attendance before 5 minutes. So those who are just joining at last moment, I am not going to consider their roll number as a present. So before 5 minutes ago, I took your attendance through this joined history. So I am not asking anybody to put his or her roll number in chat box. So only those who were there at 10:25, for them only I have considered their attendance. Okay.